The stranger who offered me 1 million for 1 hour. Last night at 2 a.m., a stranger knocked on my door. He didn't threaten me. He didn't ask for help. He just said one sentence. Give me 1 hour of your time. No questions asked. I'll give you 1 million. I should have slammed the door shut. I should have run back inside. But instead, I followed him. And the hour that came after made me realize one thing. Some people go through their entire lives without anyone ever noticing that they existed. My name is Aaron. I'm 32, a freelance designer. For months, my life had been falling apart. A major client canceled a project. My savings were almost gone. My mother needed money for treatment. My relationship collapsed, and my self-worth disappeared with it. That night, it was raining so hard the sound of raindrops felt like stones hitting the balcony. My apartment felt colder than usual, and the ticking clock on the wall sounded louder and louder, as if reminding me of how little time I had left to fix my life. At 2:07 a.m., someone knocked on my door. Knock, knock, knock. It wasn't soft. It was firm, purposeful, like someone who already knew I was awake. I looked through the peephole. No one was there. I thought it was a drunk neighbor or the sound of wind hitting the door. But when I touched the doorknob, it turned on its own and the door opened. The man in the black suit. A tall man, at least 2 meters, stood in the hallway. He wore a black suit soaked with rain. His face was half hidden in the flickering hallway light. He held out a matte black card. In a calm, steady voice, he said, "Give me 1 hour of your time, no questions, 1 million. I whispered, "I don't even know you." He replied, "Tonight, you don't even know yourself." It was like he could see right through me, through my failures, my fear, my emptiness. So I asked the only question I could think of, "Why me?" He said, "Because you opened the door." Except, I never opened it myself. The door opened for him. The choice that changed everything. My instincts told me to run, but another voice whispered, "You have nothing left to lose." Curiosity, desperation, loneliness. They all mixed together, and before I realized it, I reached out and took the black card. The moment my fingers touched it, the hallway lights flickered 3 times, as if someone flipped a switch to begin a countdown. The man turned and walked away. He didn't look back, didn't check if I was following, but I was. The elevator to nowhere. We entered the elevator. He pressed B2. The elevator dropped so fast, I had to grip the rail to keep my balance. It didn't feel like descending. It felt like falling. When the doors opened, we weren't in a parking lot. We were in a dim, empty space that looked like an abandoned storage floor. One single car was parked there, a black sedan with no plates, no logos, no identifying marks. He opened the back door and said, "Get in. Your hour starts when the door closes." I stepped inside. The door shut, and my hour began. The box of Polaroids. We drove in silence, the sound of rain splashing under the tires. Halfway through the ride, he handed me a small wooden box. On top was written, "Everything started here." Inside the box was a single Polaroid photo. A young boy, maybe 7 or 8, thin, bruised, sitting in front of a collapsing wooden house. His eyes carried a sadness far too old for his age. I asked, "Who is this kid?" The man answered with no hesitation, "Me." The abandoned house. He drove us out of the city to a rural area, swallowed by darkness and rain. We stopped at the exact same house from the photo, a rotting wooden structure that looked like it could fall with a strong wind. He stood staring at it for a long time before saying, "This house taught me that a child can disappear without anyone noticing." I swallowed hard. What happened here? He didn't look at me as he replied, "Silence happened. Fear happened. The kind of childhood you survive only by forgetting. The bridge of almost no return." Next, he drove us to an old, rusted bridge. Parts of the railing had fallen apart. The river beneath roared from the heavy rain. He stopped at a small scratch on the rail, a mark carved long ago. He said, "When I was 17, I stood right here. I thought, if I disappeared, the world wouldn't lose anything." I whispered, "What stopped you?" He closed his eyes. An old man, a stranger. He didn't talk. He just stood beside me. "Did he save you?" "No. He witnessed me, and that was enough to keep me alive." The hospital ward that doesn't exist. The third place he took me was an abandoned wing of an old hospital. The lights were dead. The hallway echoed with nothing but the sound of our footsteps. He stopped at an empty hospital bed. His voice softened. "My mother died here. I wasn't with her." His hands trembled, not from fear, but from guilt that had burned in him for decades. Then he looked at me, and for the first time that night, I saw the truth. He wasn't doing this for money, or danger, or some mysterious ritual. He just didn't want to spend this night alone. The final minutes. The hour was nearly over. He drove us to a quiet riverside. The rain had stopped. The wind carried a strange calmness. He said, "Your hour is ending. Thank you for listening," without interrupting. You're the first person to hear my story all the way through." He handed me a sealed envelope. Then he stepped into the darkness until the shadows swallowed him whole. He didn't wait for a goodbye. The envelope. Back in my apartment, I couldn't sleep. When the sun rose, I opened the envelope. Inside were only two things: a check for $1 million, a second black card. On the back was a cryptic message: "When your hour comes, you'll know who to call." No signature, no ID, no phone number, nothing. Just the message. The number that isn't a number. The sequence on the card didn't look like a phone number, so I searched it online. It matched something unexpected: a newborn ward ID code of a hospital from 32 years ago. The same hospital he showed me, the same year he was born. But the hospital record showed the baby born under that code was deleted from the system before he turned 1 year old. No name, no photo, no family, like he was never supposed to exist. The last witness. I returned to the abandoned house. It was gone, demolished. Nothing remained but an empty lot. I asked the neighbors. No one remembered a tall boy. No one remembered a child living alone. No one remembered him at all. It felt like the world had slowly erased him. And last night, he came back to spend his final hour with the only person who opened the door: me. Who really received the $1 million? A week later, I cashed the check. The money cleared. Then something strange started happening. Every few days, a black card appeared at my door. Same design, same message. Everyone needs a witness one day. No sender, no footsteps, no sound outside the hallway. Just the card. And that's when I realized something. That night, I wasn't just a witness to him. He was a witness to me, to my loneliness, my failures, my breaking point. He didn't give me $1 million to buy my time. He gave it to me so I could be the one who shows up when someone else is standing on their own bridge, their own abandoned house, their own empty hospital bed. Because one day, my hour will come too. Thank you so much for listening to my story. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like and subscribe for more stories that will help you learn English and inspire you. Until next time, keep dreaming, keep learning, and keep moving forward.